We hear it all the time. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. I'm sure you guys have all heard that comment or you've heard a variation of it. But it really is true. The people that we have in our life are either going to help us or they're going to hold us back. They're either going to support us and challenge us and love on us, care for us, push us to chase down our dreams and our passions, or they're going to pull us back. They're going to distract us. They're going to be negative. They're going to hold us back from doing things that are going to serve us. Along with that, when we have these relationships, there's a sense of energy when we feel connected. There's a sense of energy when we're caring to other people and we're being cared for. And when we have that energy, when we're being supported, we're loved, we're understood, we're acknowledged, we're connected, well, we're more likely to have the energy to push forward. We're going to be more excited. We're going to be more happy. We're going to be more loving. Therefore, we're going to have the energy to chase down the things that we want. So these relationships are huge. You can have all the skill you want, you can have the talents, but again, the people we surround ourselves with are going to give us that extra boost to chase down our dreams. So think about who you have in your life right now. Again, this could be a wife or a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, just a friend, a colleague. Like, we can get connections from everywhere. And if you don't even have connections right now, you're like, I don't even have any friends, or maybe I just lost someone. I lost someone through death, or I lost someone through, a broken relationship. Like, we can always go out and find those connections. We can find the people that are going to be there to help and support us, right? But within that, when we get those relationships, it's massively important that we communicate correctly. So I wrote the blog that's going out this week, but it's all about communication. And what I found in my relationships, I haven't always been the best. I'm still working on it. I think we all will probably still be working on it. Even if we become an expert, there's always another level we can go. But in my communication, what I found is that when I'm curious in my communication, when I'm curious in my conversations, when I'm curious in my relationships, they go better. And what I mean by that is when I'm not just thinking I know everything. Right, you've been in a relationship and the person comes in and maybe you come home from work and they look pissed, they say something, they're angry, they're mad, and you start assuming. You start going to perceptions. Oh, they're really mad at me, or what are they mad about? And oh my gosh, I can't believe that they're feeling that way. And again, we don't know any of that. We're making assumptions. It's our perception of what's going on, but it's not the truth. And it could be the truth, but we just don't know that yet. We don't have the data yet. So by getting curious, we can collect that data. So when I'm having a conversation with someone, instead of assuming and then basing my responses off assumptions, I'm going to get the data. I'm going to get the information. I'm going to get curious. I'm going to ask questions. And what I love about this is not only am I going to collect the data, so I'm no longer acting on assumptions and some type of perception. So I'm going to collect the truth. Now I can get the truth, and all of a sudden I can work with it. Oh, that's why they feel this way. Oh, this is what's going on. Oh, this is what they're really upset about. Now, when I have that information, I can attach my value to it. I can actually do something to help. I'm not going to then go to assume, right? So when that starts happening, again, you collect all that information. But what I love about this, on top of that, when you're curious and you're asking good questions and you really are curious, like, what's going on? Are you okay? What's wrong? The person feels cared for. They feel loved. They feel understood. They feel acknowledged. And when they start feeling that, all of a sudden, doors open up. Sometimes they just kind of take a step back. They take a deep breath because they know they have someone right there that's on their team ready to listen. Again, this doesn't always work. There's always, variables, and then when we're communicating, there's so many things that could be going on. Again, we can't control the other person, but we can control us and being curious. And again, not just jumping into a conversation or a relationship with assumptions and perceptions. Get curious, what's happening? And in my blog, I have a bunch of examples of this. But again, if I'm coming into a situation and we're having a conversation and I'm trying to influence them to do something, I'm trying to understand the situation, what's going on, I'm not just going to throw my value out there. I'm not just going to give them feedback if I don't have the right information. So I'm not going to, if I want them to do something and they say no, rather than just go to my value, this is why you should do it, this is why you should do it. Why? Why don't you want to do that? What's going on? Why do you feel that way? That question that we always had, that annoying nephew or that little brother, that little sister, is why? Why? I used to be that one. Honestly, personally, I was the annoying one. I was like, why? Why can't we do that? Why can't we? It was annoying. But as we get older, if we utilize that and we actually ask the why questions in the right places and we get curious and we try to understand, we're gonna build stronger relationships. we're gonna get more connected. We're gonna understand them more. We're gonna acknowledge them more. When that happens, they're gonna feel understood and acknowledged. We're gonna have better conversations. And to tie this all back around, when we have better conversations and we're connected more, that serves us as well. Because now our relationships are gonna hopefully help us chase down our dreams, help us chase down our passions. They're gonna hopefully make us feel more loved, make us feel more energized. So try that. If there's a relationship that you're having where you're struggling with it, or maybe, you know, with your husband or wife or your kids or whoever, you're having miscommunication. They're doing something that you don't believe they should be doing. Get curious. Why are they doing that? If you're having a conversation, you guys are butting heads, get curious. Hey, what's going on? Why are you feeling that way? When you start getting that information, you'll be surprised what you learn. And when you learn information, you can do something with it. And if you do that in relationships and you build stronger relationships, it's gonna serve us in chasing down the things we want. So get curious, build stronger relationships, continue to chase down your dreams.